very special edition of Jazz on My Mind. This is a special edition because of the special guest that we're going to present to you today. First of all, I want to introduce Mr. Paris Escovedo. Paris, welcome back to Jazz on My Mind. It's good to see you again. As our listeners and viewers know that you are a friend to Jazz on My Mind. You've been here before, and it's wonderful to have you back. And with you today, I said a special edition of Jazz on My Mind. You brought a special friend with you. Why don't you introduce the gentleman?
Today I brought my buddy here, Bert Galvez. He's the creator of the Feel Good Show.
Bert, welcome to Jazz on My Mind.
Oh, thank you. It's great to
It's good to see you, Bert.
Likewise.
Now, Bert, I understand that you selected this fine percussionist, Mr. Paris Escovedo, to be the music director for your show called The Feel Good Show.
That is right.
Now, tell me, if you would, please, how did that come about?
I heard him play one night when we went out to dinner, and the song Eden came up, and
but you gotta start from the beginning. See, that story it starts from the beginning.
Okay.
But apparently, Demetrius was supposed to meet Gray.
Right, we're supposed to meet Gray.
That's the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
And Gray being the lead, he's the singer for the Precious Project.
Right.
And so Dimitri and I had made plans to go out to dinner with our girlfriends, and he changed it on me and saying, we gotta go meet my buddy Gray. I forgot. So I said, yeah, no problem, let's go. And he told me that they were great jazz, Latin jazz. And I said, yeah, I love jazz. We show up, and he introduced me to the band, great bunch of guys, and we sat down, had dinner, had some drinks, and halfway through the set, this song Eden comes up. And we hadn't even thought of having a song for the Feel Good Show, and me and Dimitri looked at each other and said, the song for the Feel Good Show.
Okay.
It made us feel good, the lyrics, it just fit so well. And we asked Paris Escovedo if he, do us the honor of being the musical director for the Feel Good Show, and use his music, because we feel that going with the Feel Good Show, it makes us feel good. And Latin music, Latin, jazz music makes us feel good. It couldn't have been any other music but jazz.
Now let me ask you, Bert, in selecting Paris as your musical director, you had to sample his music, the Paris Escovedo Project.
Right.
How did you like that music?
Oh, loved it. Talk about hitting them skins.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he definitely can hit them, and the music is great. It makes you feel good. Makes you get up and dance. Definitely a very contagious type of musician and group that Paris Escovedo is, and we enjoyed it. We had such a blast, and we try to sing as often as we can. He invites us every time, and pretty much we show up every time because we know we're gonna have a good time listening to play.
There you go. Now, in selecting a musical director, what were some of the things that you were looking for? First of all, I know you love music, and you love jazz. Is that correct?
That's absolutely.
Who are some of your jazz artists that you enjoy listening to?
It can be anywhere from Kenny G to some of these up-and-coming artists like Jay Monheit, Julie Days. I like a lot of the young up-and-coming, and it's always nice just to sit down, watch them perform, enjoy a glass of wine, and not to mention the Paris Escovedo Project.
Of course,
that's my favorite. And because he's amazing.
Yes,
he is.
Ronnie.
Yeah, you need all you can get.
So yes, it just fit, and not to mention that it wasn't just the music; it was also the camaraderie that we all felt. Just with the beginning of how I created the Feel Good Show, the people that it's attracted, from Demetrius and District Films to the Paris Escovedo Project and Greg, and it just all, and now yourself. It just was more than just the music. It was about that, feeling of we all feel good being together. We all enjoy each other's company. There's a great respect for each other and what we do.
And that's very important.
Absolutely.
Now, we've been talking about a show called The Feel Good Show. We've thrown that name out there several times since we've been conversing.
Right.
Why don't you take a few minutes and tell us about the show? What is The Feel Good Show all about?
Well, The Feel Good Show is basically focusing on the positive of life, inspiring stories, people making a difference. And we're going across the spectrum from your celebrities to your politicians to your sports heroes to your kid down the street, teachers, there's no one that is not going to be welcome on the Feel Good Show. And it's about sharing what they're doing to make a difference in this world. And I think in this time right now, it is very necessary, and we are definitely in need of something where we're going to expose the good that people really are. You know, from the music to the stories to things that they're doing to try to make a difference in this world. And not enough is focused on that. And basically, that's what the Feel Good Show is about.
Now, I had a chance earlier, an opportunity to see the pilot for the show. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
The whole situation that it encompasses, I think it is going to be a tremendous addition to any network. And if you would be so kind to let us know, how did that concept come up? Explain your story to the Jazz on My Mind viewers.
Well, my story comes from 5 years ago, where being a cancer survivor now for 5 years, having a second shot at life, basically, and wanting to live it to the best of what I believe my life could be really about. And I was fortunate enough to be able to get far in business, to get far in my relationship with my girlfriend. Just everything was fitting in. But then I found myself kind of hitting a wall. I said, I want to give back. I want to help people. I want to help people feel good. And started helping cancer patients, and wanting to give back is where I came up with this idea through just meditating, just looking within, and all of a sudden saying, I want to do a show. I'll do a good show. And I'm not in entertainment. I'm a restaurant guy, a restaurateur. And so, I tell my girlfriend I'm going to do a show, called a good show. And she looks at me like I'm crazy. She goes, how are you going to do that? And I said, I don't know. I just know that I'm going to do it.
Yeah, the idea.
Yeah, and I said, no, I believe in it. I'm going to do it, and I don't know how, but mark my words, it's going to get done. And sure enough, it all started to kind of come together from, getting back together with Dimitri and an old high school buddy, running into him, and now producing, and then from there, Greg and then Paris, and just all of a sudden, this amazing group of people came together to help me bring this Feel Good Show to fruition with ideas, with concepts, with music, and you watch the show, you can't help but feel good.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about.
And I'm going to tell you, I felt spectacular after viewing the Feel Good Show. It is such a show that you have, if you watch it once, you want to see what you've got coming up next.
Absolutely.
It will definitely catch you. What stage are you in with the Feel Good Show right now?
Well, right now we've introduced it to several producers and networks and agents, where we've gotten nothing but positive reviews. Unfortunately, with the economic times right now, they're looking to create a buzz. So they asked us, start creating a buzz. Get online, let people see what you're all about. And once you have a good audience base, then they're going to say, okay, it legitimizes us. Is what happens. And I think that we're definitely en route to that. Like I said, this has been a short time coming. We've only been working on this for 8 months. And, once the buzz gets out there and people start seeing that finally a show that's going to make us feel good, and you're going to watch and enjoy watching, you're going to want to watch it, you're going to want to watch your kids, you're going to want to watch it with your family, you're going to watch it with your girl, and that's what it's about. It's about getting together and enjoying finally something that's going to make you feel good and inspire you.
Now, I'm sure my Jazz on My Mind viewers are wondering, how can they watch this show now? Can you give us a website address? Can you give us a YouTube address where we can see the Feel Good Show?
Absolutely. Right now, it's under construction on our website, which is the feelgoodshowtv.com, and we also have our pilot episode and our teaser on YouTube. And basically, you look up the Feel Good Show, Bert Galvez, and it'll pop up, and enjoy it. And I'm also on Facebook, and I'd be more than happy to tag you as a friend and have you see what we're doing, the progress that we're